I went 8 years in a row, and I spent the first time I went, it was 13 weeks, and I spent 6 days each week sitting side by side, these great masters, the doctors Prasanta and Pradeep Banerjee of the Prasanta Banerjee Homeopathic Research Foundation in Calcutta. And I sat knee to knee right at their desk with them, and their largesse was amazing. They allowed me to sit in and observe what they were doing. Now, there were 12 doctors, Dr. Prasanta Banerjee, the father, Dr. Pradeep Banerjee, his son, and then 10 other senior doctors. And each of those doctors saw minimum 150 patients per day. So that means 1,200 patients per day marched through that clinic. At the end of the week, what is that, 7,200 people? Now they've been doing this for 150 years.
Oh my God.
Because it was Pradeep Banerjee, his father, Prasanta Banerjee, his father, the great uncle, the great great uncle, and it goes all the way back 150 years. And so even though they may have started out as classical homeopaths or maybe not even classical, I would say more non-specific to the condition, homeopaths, it was inevitable that after a while, if you're going to see 100 patients per day, you don't have time to find out what position the person sleeps in and whether they like creamy or crunchy food. You must get to the crux of the issue. So we saw leprosy, and there was leprosy homeopathic protocols. Wow. We saw active tuberculosis. We saw AIDS. I could go through the kinds of diseases that we don't see in this country. Osteomyelitis was rampant because of the laborers who were often injured, and they would have long bone infections. And then they also had the kinds of conditions that we all have: irritable bowel syndrome, eczema, food intolerances, anxiety attacks, sleeplessness, children who are too small, children who have autism. They too get their injections, remind you. So there's autism as rampant there as it is everywhere else in the world.